Tennessee's Josh Heupel rolled in earlier today. They got here about 15 minutes late. Weather. Our guys had a warning because they have my number. Tennessee apparently didn't want to check with me last night. But they eventually got here. Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel, nice enough to sit down with us even through the delay. And we got, I thought, some really good stuff from him. Take a look. This is Josh Heupel with us earlier.
Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel, finally, an emphatic entrance at SEC Media Days. Weather get you a little bit this morning?
Yeah, we got held up in Knoxville. It was crackling and thundering a little bit this morning, but great to be here in Atlanta.
Not quite a Kansas Big 12 situation last year. They just had to pull the no-show. So it's good to have you here. A lot of people want to ask a lot of questions. I want to just start generically with the program. When you look at it right now, if you're able to zoom out in your role, what do you see? What is Tennessee football?
Yeah, I have to zoom out in my role at certain times, and so much excitement that surrounds our program right now. A year ago, so much uncertainty as we were embarking on the challenge of rebuilding the Tennessee brand on the football field. But there's so much excitement that surrounds Tennessee football and our athletic department as a whole. There's so much success that's happened over the past 365 days. And it's been so much fun to be a part of. And, you know, for me and our family, it's the first time we've gotten a chance to really soak in Knoxville and the fan base and engage and immerse ourselves in it. And so much excitement. And, you know, for us this fall, our kids, our culture inside of our building, the way that we've worked, you know, gives us a ton of excitement heading into to training camp and then into the regular season.
When I was watching your hire happen, I'm on the outside now, and it even felt to me like, man, things are moving so fast. He comes in. It was a little bit later in the cycle than it normally is. There's a whole lot of transfer portal stuff. Portaling, I guess, is a verb now.
Yeah.
And it had to feel like things were moving a million miles an hour. So once you're finally a little bit removed from it and you can breathe a little bit, do you finally feel like you have your legs under you fully?
Yeah, in year one, I don't care when you take over. The year and the cycle's happening so fast. I'm not sure you're playing from ahead. You're trying to catch up all the time. And certainly, you know, the timing of our hiring 2 months later than most hirings are, you know, it was even more sped up. At the same time, I think that gave us a unique opportunity when I first got on campus. I got a chance to watch and evaluate because our kids were already in their off-season program. It gave me a chance to evaluate some of the things that were going on inside of the program and the personnel there too. So that was one of the positives. But certainly in year two, in the continuity that we've been able to keep inside of our program from our old coaches and young coaches and support staff groups has allowed us, since we got back after the bowl game in January, to really just push ahead. There's a clear understanding of who and what we're going to be, how we're going to function in the building, the accountability and culture that we're going to create inside of the building. And now it's been about our daily work habits. And this group of players, this football team, has been a lot of fun to be around. Their buy-in and their care factor and their ability to care and be connected to their teammates is a special one.
I'm going to give you 4 words. You can just react however you want to. Recruiting in the SEC.
Yeah, 365 days out of the year, and I'm not going to say it's 24 hours out of the day, but it's dang near that. It's an endless battle of competition, and you got to recruit great players that fit the right culture piece as well into your building, but you got to be relentless and do it every single day.
There's to me, a misnomer that a lot of people look at the state of Tennessee, and at one point it was a national recruiting power. I don't know where it shifted, but a lot of folks nowadays think, man, you got to kind of be regional at best there, and maybe there's not enough in-state talent. I speak very pejoratively because I personally don't share that opinion, but I'm interested. You came in, you've had a year to assess sort of the lay of the land. When Tennessee recruiting is operating at 100%, when you're at cruising altitude, what does the Tennessee recruiting model look like?
Yeah, you can see that I disagree just by my body language as soon as you started saying those things. I grew up in an era where Tennessee was on the forefront, offensively, defensively, cutting edge, the type of players that they were able to recruit, competing for championships, you know, year in and year out, and one of the strongest and biggest brands in all of college athletics, and certainly on the football side of it too. You know, a year ago, probably our footprint mattered, and we were a little bit more regional in that way as we got a chance to showcase who we were going to be culturally and how we were going to play. the brand of the Power T started to spread its wings, and certainly that in-state recruiting, our natural footprint within 5 hours is going to be extremely important to us. It always has traditionally. When we've been successful, we've been able to go out and recruit the best in that area, but we've also been able to go coast to coast and recruit specific individuals that are highly talented, that fit the culture, to come in and make an impact inside of our program, and I certainly believe we're in that space right now.
How close were you last year offensively to being what a perfect version of the Josh Heupel Tennessee offense would be?
I don't know if you ever get to a perfect version of what we're going to be. We're always going to change year to year based on the personnel, and guys are ready to compete at a championship level. We got to find a way to put them in a position to be successful. I do think in year one we operated as efficiently as we have any of the places that we've been. I do think we've pushed forward. We have a lot of young talent that's got to step up in some major pieces and roles that left. A lot of guys that got drafted in the NFL. But that's the great thing about college football, is that there is opportunity. A year ago, nobody had heard of Cedric Tillman at this point. Now he's one of the premier college football players at his position in all of college football.
I'll get you out of here on this. When you as a staff are meeting right now, I know there are a million things you focus on, but what's the one bullet point you continue to hammer?
Yeah, I think it's always about accountability, culture, and being great teachers. We have highly competitive individuals that came to Tennessee to chase and compete on and off the field, but to win championships on the field. We're starting to work in a way that we're creating expectation inside of our locker room. We've developed great leadership. We have to be great teachers, great mentors inside of our coaching staff.
Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel, I appreciate it.
Great being here with you. Thank you.